I thank the World Humanitarian Forum for organizing this event. As the United Nations turns 75, and as we enter a decade of action to deliver the Sustainable Development Goals, we face an unprecedented threat. As the world faces the devastating and wide-ranging impacts of COVID-19, the United Nations and our partners must continue to stand with the most vulnerable people, the displaced, refugees, migrants, and people caught in conflicts or natural disasters. UN entities and our humanitarian partners have delivered life-saving aid to more than 250 million people. But we need you to help us do even more. We're appealing for funds to help 63 low-income and fragile countries respond to and recover from the pandemic. Yet, we have received less than a third of what is urgently needed. The UN's COVID-19 Socioeconomic Response Fund is also underfunded, when we all know there is no way out of a crisis without investing in preventing our long-term vision of transition out of this humanitarian crisis. This means addressing the needs of billions of lives, including those of young people that have been disrupted in education, basic social services, and livelihoods. The Democratic Republic of Congo, Yemen, South Sudan, Northeast Nigeria, and the Sahel region face the possibility of famine. We're also seeing an alarming rise in domestic violence, hate speech, and other pandemic-related human rights violations. Meanwhile, conflicts continue and climate change is worsening. We risk reversing the goals made towards the Sustainable Development Goals. We will only break the cycle of risk and vulnerability by joining forces behind coherent, coordinated, and integrated approaches. The 2030 Agenda remains our agreed roadmap for addressing the humanitarian development peace nexus. The SDGs are our best tools for prevention, and with concerted action and political will, we can not only survive the crisis, but thrive as we recover better. I would like to highlight 3 steps going forward. First, let's align decision-making during the response and recovery. We need to bring together the development and humanitarian communities, and in certain country contexts and in peace actors. This is not only about responding to the current emergency, but rather about dealing with its root causes and ensure we are better prepared to recover and address future crises. UN reforms reflect this imperative. Second, we need to work closely with governments to mobilize and align a wide range of financing sources, public and private, domestic and international. Third, we need to keep updating and adapting the way we work. The crisis has exposed the flaws in many of our capacity approaches and assumptions as we respond to a different, more complex set of challenges. It underscores the need for better social protection, economic transactions, universal health access, effective governance, and strong institutions. It put a spotlight on the dramatic gaps in our road towards a future of peace, dignity, and sustainable development. Let's turn today's challenge into an opportunity to get things right for the future. We have the tools and the knowledge. We have a fully engaged youth. What we need is the spirit of can-do leadership to deliver. Together, we can turn the tide, save lives, recover better, and build a more peaceful, inclusive, and sustainable world for everyone, absolutely everywhere. Thank you.